Guys, I finally did it. I finally bypassed the Google lock on the Samsung Galaxy S8 Active. No, this is not a launcher. This is the actual FRP. I bypassed the FRP on the S8 Active. This is the same S8 Active from the video. I found a Note 20, and that is probably going to take as long as this did to bypass. So what I'm going to tell you right now is that if you want to buy a really cheap S8 Active and you're trying to find a Google locked one, you want to buy a Google locked one, do not buy a Google locked one, because the bypass is very hard. I had to mix 3 different Samsung bypasses together. One for the actual S8, one for every single Samsung phone made in 2020, one for every single Samsung phone, and one for a Galaxy A10. It was the most difficult thing ever, but it's a fully functioning Galaxy S8 now, so there's nothing wrong with it. It was a very hard phone. I'm going to try to find storage. Storage. So it is a 64 gig, I assume. How many gigs is it? Oh yeah, it's a 64 gig S8 Active on T-Mobile, which means I could main this, cause actually I don't think I can. I think it has a bad ESN or something like that, cause when I go to the device unlock app and I click permanent unlock, it says requesting for a permanent unlock, but then it says that it's not eligible to be unlocked, see? So it probably has like a bad ESN, which means it's not usable on any carrier, but I'm super happy about it. I finally bypassed the S8 Active. It took months just to try to find a working bypass, and I didn't find one working bypass. Like I said, I had to use 3 different bypasses. I used to have a Nexus 5X. I no longer have it, but I had to do a similar thing. But I also had the boot looping issue, which made it even more difficult. So basically what I was doing is, if you don't know, there's an OS called 4-Core Oreo that can help cancels out the damaged cores on the CPU or something like that. So it pretty much removes the boot looping issue with the Nexus 5X. However, I need to unlock the bootloader. Easy enough. You have to enable OEM unlocking in the settings. So I had to remove the back panel, put a shielding over the rest of the motherboard. And this is just me telling like how I got a Nexus running, but pretty much. I had to use a hair dryer to heat the chip up, the CPU. I had to identify the CPU. I had to cover every other chip up with something else, heat it up, which would cancel out the boot looping cores and get it running. So then I had to reset it, use like 6 different Google bypasses to Google unlock it. Took me like 6 days to get it up and running, but I did get it up and running. I no longer have that, but whatever. So I'm really happy with this. I finally got it bypassed, which is just something I've been trying to do. Now, unfortunately, if I try to go to like a white background, it actually does have a tiny bit of burning around the corners of the screen, but I think that might be my fault for having it like non-stop on, trying to bypass it. But I just got it bypassed today, and I thought I'd make this a little update video. And yes, I did find a Galaxy Note 25G at Target. However, that's not for today. I'm going to probably record a video on what I found that day. I also found an A10e, but it was Google locked with a cracked LCD first. So I just smashed it for what was going to be a video, but I never uploaded it. But yeah. At this point, I don't really think bypassing a Galaxy A10e's Google lock is exactly worth it. I did it once, and I'll never do it again. It was the most difficult thing ever. And that's going to be the same thing with this. I'll do it once, and unless I absolutely have to do it, I'm never doing it again. But I'm super happy that I found an S8 Active, and now that I've actually gotten into it and finally bypassed it. So thank you for watching, and I have 62 subscribers, so thanks for 62 subscribers, I guess. I don't really know. But thank you for watching, like, and subscribe. Bye.